Representing the legendary Al Davis, and the team's wheel to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium, as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Chicago Bears and the Las Vegas Raiders. Set for the opening kick. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. Dylan Laube on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
The most passing yards of Geno's career, that would be over 4,300. Also came with a little uptick in interceptions, especially in the red zone. But that didn't bother Pete Carroll. He knew exactly who he wanted to restart their culture in Vegas, and that guy is Geno Smith.
Smith start with a throw here. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the 32. Trey Tucker makes the play. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's good for a Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
And go play fake here with Smith. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now it's 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
First carry here for Ashton Genty. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Only 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Rolling on 3rd, Smith. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th down.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And it's out of bounds without a whole lot of room for error. He hit it well. They're saying it's out at the 4. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
As you're running onto the field with this kind of field position as a quarterback, you're reminding yourself and your huddle, hey, let's be disciplined. Got to be on the details here. Got to take care of the football. And you also encourage them and let them know that script you've been working on all week, well, there's a lot of field and there's a lot of plays ahead of them. Go and put a score on the board.
And the pressure gets home. He doesn't throw it in time. That's a safety. Well, I don't know if I've ever seen this before, partner. The first time they touch the ball, somehow it ends up as a safety.
Somehow, some way. How about we just call it unfortunate for one side? But I tell you what, if we get a safety on the first touch of this game, I can't wait to see what we're in store for today.
Nice positivity there. So they give away the lead on the safety, and now they're going to have to give away the football with a free kick. Fields this at the 19. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Raiders' offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for first down. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second and 6 at the 37-yard line.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Back to Genty. Blast through midfield. And he gets this down to the 38. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You set it down for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's another Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Smith on first down. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for another Las Vegas. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. From the red zone now. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders grow their early lead to 8. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders push the lead to 2 scores now.
Bears nothing.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Devin Duvernay to return it. Escapes a defender. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their second drive. And their last drive reached the wrong end zone and equaled 2 points. So trying for the other end zone and 6 on this possession. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. Set up the screen here to Swift. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback don't be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Working from the gun, Williams. Taking a deep shot here. Big gain downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears reach pay dirt for the first time this game. DJ Moore, the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears cut the lead down to just 2.
Bears 7.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Here's White on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. They're trying to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Man downfield and Myers has it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Okay, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
And they send a man in motion. Smith on 1st down. Finds him on the crossing route. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
A gain of 34 yards. That's another Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Genty on the give. He's headed right. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
17. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that brings up third down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Throw on third down. He's running for it. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
It's a gain of 11.
As much as you'd like to find the completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Play action. Here's Smith. Escapes the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow their early lead to 8. Geno Smith with a touchdown.
Okay, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains, the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some can do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. He just put on a show.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders push the lead to 2 scores now.
16, Bears 7.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bears and DJ Moore back in possession here. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
This offense has now left you some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 26-yard line.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's more of the catch out left. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Williams from the gun. That throw finds Komet. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
1st down throw by Williams. Throw right side hauled in by Komet. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders side of the field.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. You take away the deeper options, well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Williams. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. It's an early lead for the Raiders. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Running behind center with Swift. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. They're going to run here. Kyle Manunga. And he'll go down here at the 16. He gets 6 on that play. And that's a Chicago first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Bears.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Has it down close. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're in the 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Swift finds the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears making a field goal game. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Santos now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears cut the lead down to just 2.
16. Bears 14.
Difference as they send the kick away. Here's White on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jensen headed back out there. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense is having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Genty. We'll cobble together a yard there. Hit made by T.J. Edwards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Shotgun snap to Smith. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him involved. Right on the outside, he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing in motion right. On first down, here's Smith. Got a man, it's Dante Thornton Jr. And he's going to be touchdown brought. Looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Giving this to Genty. Takes out a one-stop. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
And the Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They're going option keeper on first and 10. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he stopped for a loss of yardage.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
From the gun, Smith. Brought in by his back here, it's Genty. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
That's complete. Here's Thornton. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Gain of 2 yards. That's another Las Vegas first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. Here's Smith. Caught just shy of the goal line. He has the touchdown. The Raiders push this to an 8-point game. So this solid first half continues for them. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach here, Kate, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. They've come out strong. They've been the ones dictating the tempo, and as a result, they add to the scoreboard.
Carlson now to add one more.
Point after.
The point after splits the upright. Raiders push the lead to 2 scores now.
Raiders 23, Bears 14.
Wilson, all set now for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys, friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby.
If there's ever a play we can call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Williams. This is Loveland working the right side. He'll have a small gain up to about the 32. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
1st down, here's Swift. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Here's 2nd and 11. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense took the cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Working from the gun, Williams. The left side finds Burden. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, you do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Bears with an extra moment to decide whether to go for it or not. So Ben Johnson makes the call. He's leaving his offense out there. They bring their tight end left. They'll run it with Swift. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You look at the tendencies and the stats, Kate, 4th and that distance, typically you see pass. Unless, of course, you got the perfect running play in your back pocket and a whole bunch of trust in the people around you.
New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st down, Williams. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look at the game. So 2nd down coming up.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Now Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
To number 15, Ron Odunze. A gain of 7 yards. And it's
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Williams to throw. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bears first down.
First down, Bears.
Can't we score? We're in the homies to trade the outfits.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First down from the red zone. Steps up, and he's running with it. And Williams is going to get them the first down with a slide at the end of it. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Williams. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. He goes down. Timeout Chicago. It loses its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take 2nd and goal now from the 13. Trying again, following the sack. Dumps it off to his running back. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
One last play before the break. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Santos' kick is good. It's back to a 1-score game now. The deficit is 6.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the 2nd half as well.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Back to throw it. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our 3rd quarter. Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Here's Duvernay on the return. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. Ball at the 33 for first down. Second half starts with a run by Swift. He cuts it to the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
On play action, here's Williams. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the bar. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Third down. Here's Williams. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. And they still get some big yards out of this one. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there. It gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. So now, following the penalty, it's first and goal. Swift. Will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's second and goal. Back to Swift. This time he makes it in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown,
The Bears climb their way to 6. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the second time around.
Santos now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears take the lead on that successful kick.
Raiders 23.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's White on the return. Juke the defender. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Raiders and running back Ashton Chancey headed back out there. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Running from the pistol here with Jency. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You've been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, to know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. 1st down, and they go right back to it. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a corner in this league, well, you go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. You want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
39-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Another give here to Jency. This is ahead for about 5. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Ricky Myers, and he's got it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for Las Vegas. 1st down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Shotgun give here to Jency. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield on their own side.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Back to Jency. Shoots one defender. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Number 89, Brock Bowers. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bears' 32-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 3. Holds in. Again, it's Bowers. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for Raiders 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight end, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Zone read, they'll give it to Jency. Solid running here. That's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. They'll toss it. Jency. And instead of pushing for the line, look at that. He's pushed backwards to the 5.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grab the lead on their first series of the half.
This is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other, and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
Here we go. Pete Carroll getting his offense set to try for two.
The Raiders will line up for the two-point conversion.
They give it to the back on the zone lead. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead.
Raiders 21, Bears 24.
Not a team in the league that isn't working on specific two-point plays throughout the week. And man, is it ever gratifying when you get a chance to run one and deliver. Proves everyone was paying attention in practice and in the meeting rooms too.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Williams out the play fake. Pressure comes and he's taken down. The Raiders got him. Nice work by the defense to start this drive. It's a sack on the first play.
Hey, I understand that, Cole. You're trying to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. Another try following the sack. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. An excellent game. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Luther Burden, the guy he was looking for. And it sets up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Williams from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And they had somebody there for that quick stop. A nice completion gets him across midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Now he takes it. He's out in the clear. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Bears can tie it up after hitting Pater in the 3rd. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him, had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears tie this game up.
31-31.
We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's White on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for Las Vegas.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, they got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Jeanty from the gun. Now even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's a quick pass, caught outright. He has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
So through 3, we're still knotted up in what's been an absolute shootout. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Smith. Man downfield, and he finds Bench. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. That one nabs him 33 yards, and a new set of downs, too.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Smith on 1st down. Dialing up a receiver screen. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. And off to Jeanty. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
He was brought down to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Smith to the air now. this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7.
38. Bears 31.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
Las Vegas.
Here's Duvernay on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Chicago first down.
First down, Chicago.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. Williams on 1st down. Throw left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz, or he felt to pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Working from the gun, Williams. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now here's Williams. Has his man caught by Odunze. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
A gain of 14. First down, Bears.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. 1st down throw by Williams. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. More chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Williams to throw. He sends this one to the end zone. Well, they have the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
On fourth down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half.
We're feeling the weight of our instances. We're healing with ways that don't last too long. Don't happen the time in the obvious. No help for the
in the pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Counter give to Jeanty. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
You know, the defenses in the league today, they have to be so reactive. They have to be so twitchy. This was a good job by that front. Yeah, they reacted initially, but then they showed the burst of quickness of pursuit defensively to limit that counter gain to less than 5.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Smith setting the throw. He takes it himself. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down is just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
They are now set for 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Jeanty. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Thornton's the receiver in motion left. Play fake, here's Smith. Finds him on the crossing route. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Kate, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Now Smith taking off with it. Trying to find some positive yardage. He's across the 45. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Geno Smith with a touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Hey, we know it's hard for running backs to get runs like that in the open field with Don Taylor. From that distance, even more rare to see a QB get it done. I think that'll be the last time he totes it.
Carlson now to add one more.
Point after.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders double their lead to 14.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
The kickoff for the Raiders.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own
The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And this defense, boy, just beyond frustrated this late in the game. How's a group supposed to deal with him as a passer, Brock, and dedicate the resources needed to slow down this type of day on the ground, too? Raiders with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. He set up the screen here to Swift. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Williams to throw on 1st. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st down, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century. And it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Bears 14 points back. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Williams. He'll step up, and there he goes. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
When the play breaks down, every once in a while, you've got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Williams will look to throw. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Santos now for the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. A costly unforced error, and they get flagged for Ruffy the kicker. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation. That is all that you're thinking right now, is just make these plays, run out this clock so we could take one more knee and celebrate.
First play is going to be again to Jeanty. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them go to timeout. The Bears decide to call their first timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. They send a tight end in motion. This is Jeanty on 2nd. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down. He's back to throw. We go to Genty on the jump off. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short.
Brings up 4th down.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. The Bears and DJ Moore back in possession here. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it cheeky for at least a minimum gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good jump, and there was nearly room to add even more.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Chicago first down.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
Fires right away, but incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Less than 40 seconds to work with. Here comes 2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. Brought in right side by Moore. Just after the catch, he is hit and stopped. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Bears first down. Setting up to pass. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Number 15, 8 yards on the pickup.
So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.